The purpose of prison ministries is to do exactly what they don't have at that moment, to set them free. As Christians, we know that there is freedom in Jesus Christ. And sometimes when you're confined to a space, you're also confined spiritually. And as Christians, it is our job to go to them so that they can know the Jesus that we know, that set us free and that will set them free too.
As Adventists, we have a strong presence in the adult prison system. But what about the juveniles? That's right. There are, in the state of Ohio, over 500 youth between the ages of 16 to 21 that are currently incarcerated. Talk about a captivating audience. So what happens after they get out? With this project, we are able to provide services to this age group between the ages of 18 to 35 who have been incarcerated, so that when they come into the community, they have a church home. Yes, we definitely want to feed them spiritually, but what about their realistic and tangible needs? From education to employment to community service to just a good meal and conversation, this is a population that definitely needs to be evangelized.
Juvenile detention centers, that's young people, ages 19 and below. I think it's something that can get your young people really fired up. When you're going into a place where you have a captive audience and people want to listen, they want direction, they want instruction. The very first time I discovered that I had a gift in speaking was the first time I went to a juvenile detention center. It was a life-changing experience for me. Kids were crying, and it was my first time ever going. I was a little nervous, but I knew that God had given me a story to be able to tell.
So picture this. I'm 16 years old, made a mistake, and now I spent 3 years inside. I'm coming out into a community that I've done harm to, but I'm ready to make a change and a difference. Who do I talk to? Where do I go? What help is available to me? While I was on the inside, I learned about a man named Jesus, but I really don't know anyone on the outside who knows him too. There was a church that was coming to my prison, and they were telling me about him and the love of him, and they were really cool people, but I have no idea how to get in contact with them. I wish I knew where they were, and I wish they could stay by me. After all, we've just spent 3 years together, and now all of a sudden they're just gone? But I found out that there is a ministry out there for me, that the church that was coming to my prison can actually stay in contact and have the resources and the love to continue to show me what Jesus looks like, not just in the Bible, but in real life. They help me with employment. They help me with financial assistance. They provide love and support for not just me, but also my siblings and my parents. They have a food pantry too? Yeah, of course, they do this like every Sunday or something. And now I can be a part of it. Not just receiving the food, but I like to help out too.
This is so important to me because so many times people go into the adult prisons and meet with the men there, and we have that going strong. But to be here with these young people is so exciting. The reason it's exciting for me is I recall at the age of, between the ages of 5 and 10 years old, when my mother and I would get on the bus and sometimes in cars and go to the jail and the state penitentiary and visit my father. And there was a burning desire within me that I didn't want to end up like that. And I recognized the reason why I didn't end up like that is because there was a loving family, there was a loving church that surrounded me and let me know that I could do better. I didn't have to go down that path. And we just want to come in here week after week, month after month, and let these kids know that there are people who love them, people who believe in them, and that whenever the Lord allows them to get out of this facility, they can connect with us outside of here, and we can continue to love and watch them grow.
A lot of times when people think about prison ministries, they think about the adult population. But there's another population that is oftentimes overlooked, and those are the juveniles. There are many juveniles that are incarcerated between the ages of 12 to 20 for various crimes that they have committed. And they too have felt like they've been thrown by the wayside. And it is our job as Christians to go to them and teach them about the God that we know and the God that we serve. So I encourage people who may not know exactly what their calling in ministry is, try something new, a little untreaded water, and go to a juvenile center near you and see what you can do for the youth there, because they too want to be set free.